Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to a regal edition of LDN Wrestling. It is early on in 2022, which means that it is Rumble season, folks. And this Rumble right here features 8 men. They will be entering the ring at around 60-second intervals. Starting off is, of course, Irishman Steve Savage inside the ring right now. And on the outside in a precarious position is the youngster REECE Riley, who REECE Riley then throws Savage back in and hits a beautiful jumping enziguri. We will see 8 men competing in this Rumble. Over the top rope, 2 feet must touch the floor to be eliminated. Steve Savage then almost thrown over the top in the first 20 seconds of this bout. So this is Riley and Savage. We will find out who the competitors are as they come out. But this is a great spectacle, folks. Very traditional at British wrestling shows for them to conclude with a battle royal or a rumble. And this is one of those. Lucky for the folks in attendance to see this, but we are bringing it to you live here on YouTube, not live in person, of course. If you want to see the live shows, you have to go to ldnwrestling.com as we count down 5 seconds to see who the third competitor will be in this Rumble here for LDN Wrestling. Steve Savage in the ring, REECE Riley in the ring, and making his way to the ring right now is Future Shock, Tom Fulton, the Glaswegian, who immediately tries to help out Steve Savage and tries to eliminate the young REECE Riley, who of course has picked up a victory over Tom Fulton earlier on this year. You can see that on our YouTube page. Just make sure you are subscribed and you can go and see all of our content. Future Shock now with an Irish whip into the buckle. Savage and Future Shock seemingly are working together here. Future Shock elbow in the back corner. And now Future Shock rise him up, lays him there for Savage to hit the Savage splash. And Riley is down. Future Shock and Savage teaming up together. Just remember, folks, it is every man for themselves in this Rumble. Allegiances will be formed, and I'll tell you now, spoiler alert, allegiances will be broken because at the end of this match, there will be one man standing. It could be Steve Savage, it could be Future Shock Tom Fulton, and if REECE Riley can get back in the ring under the ropes without both feet touching the floor, it could also be the youngster, the rookie sensation, if you will. And you can see him using his feet, kicking away Steve Savage, moving Fulton's feet off of him as we get back to the action in the ring, folks. Again, if you are joining us on YouTube for the first time, please do give us a subscribe. Please engage with us in the comments as our next competitor in this 8-man Rumble is making their way out in just 3 seconds. And let's see who is coming down to the ring right now. Oh, coming down with a barrage of energy is Radu. As he is in the ring, Radu then finding Steve Savage, finding Future Shock Tom Fulton, seemingly leaving REECE Riley alone as Radu evening up the odds perhaps, making this a little bit more even for Riley. Radu then Irish whip Savage into the corner. Savage comes out the corner and is met with a beautiful clothesline. Radu then big slam on Steve Savage in the middle of the ring. And now Radu checking on Riley and getting caught from behind and thrown over the top rope. Will that be all for Radu? But no, Radu now and Riley have put Tom Fulton in a very dangerous position. Fulton using his right arm on the ring apron and his left arm to rake the eyes of REECE Riley, to rake the eyes of Radu and saves himself.
All 4 men still in the Rumble so far.
Well, there we hear Steve Litton, our long-time ring announcer, making it clear that all 4 men are still in the Rumble. Neither of these 4 men have been eliminated yet. Elimination comes over the top rope when 2 feet touch the floor. We have referees on the outside to adjudicate such things, so we will keep you up to date on everything that is going on in the Rumble. But again, please do feel free to engage with us on YouTube by commenting below. Make sure you enable notifications. And we are 5 seconds away from the 5th man entering this 8-man Rumble. Who is it gonna be? Well, making their way now to the ring, the fifth man entering this LDN Rumble. And ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your settings. This may as well be all over. Haystacks Jr., 33 stone behemoth, is in the ring, and I'm going to say it now, there is not a man in the ring who can take Haystacks Jr. off his feet, let alone put him over the top rope, as Haystacks should use his weight advantage for good in this bout, and he should be taking all of these men out of here. Trying right now to work with Tom Fulton to eliminate Steve Savage. As I said before, allegiances that were formed between Fulton and Savage, now not formed anymore. Savage noticing it, and Fulton then trying to say it was all Haystacks. Oh, Radu then! Radu thrown into Savage, and we have our first elimination.
Savage is eliminated.
Our first elimination, Steve Savage, the Irishman, was put onto the apron by Haystacks Jr. and Tom Fulton. Haystacks Jr. then used Radu as a human battering ram to take Savage out of this Rumble. There are 4 men in the ring. We have 1 man been eliminated. We have 3 more competitors still to enter. And the countdown beginning. We are just 5 seconds away to finding out who entrant number 6 in this 8-man Rumble will be. And it is going to be making his way to the ring right now. Well, it looks like it's Josh Faulkner making his way to the ring, but on the outside of the ring, Steve Savage tried to get back involved, trying to help get Reece Riley out there. Luckily, the referees were able to intercede. Josh Faulkner, if there is a man in the locker room who is going to have the ability to get Haystacks Jr. over the top rope, I would say Josh Faulkner is probably the strongest man we have in our locker room right here. But now Haystacks on the outside was able to hold on, and now Haystacks driving his fist into the chest of Fulton, into the chest of Faulkner rather. Fulton Irish whips Riley across the ropes. So much going on in this bout, folks. Try and stay with me. We have Josh Faulkner driving the head of Haystacks Jr. into the buckle, and now lifting up what can only be described as a tree trunk of a leg, as we await now competitor number 7 in this bout, as Future Shock Tom Fulton could be all the way out. Oh, but Radu then unable to eliminate Future Shock Tom Fulton. Competitor number 7 to make his way to the ring. Oh, it is the inescapable hotshot Joey Scott, the current LDN Capital Champion, and he takes it to the man who most recently put himself in the picture for a title shot. That would be Reece Riley. Oh, and Faulkner, good Lord, did you see the force behind that clothesline? Haystacks Jr., my pick to win the entire thing, was clothesline over the top. And it looks like now Josh Faulkner then, the strength of Josh Faulkner on display right there. We've got Faulkner and Future Shock Tom Fulton in one corner. We've got Riley and Joey Scott in another corner. Radu is about to make his way to his feet, but he is smartly biding his time. And Faulkner then very close to being out of here. Radu is deciding whether to help or hinder. Oh, and Radu's trying to eliminate Future Shock Tom Fulton. Faulkner sneaks back in under the ring. Fulton lands on his feet, takes Radu back out with a forearm, and we are about to have our final competitor making his way to the ring. Oh, and you cannot mistake that music, folks. This is the music of British wrestling legend Johnny Kidd, the man who made his professional wrestling debut in 1978, the man who was trained by legendary British wrestler Ken Joyce. Johnny Kidd is in the ring right now, and Johnny Kidd has got to be considered a favorite. He has been in more Rumbles than most of these guys have been in matches, and Radu has been eliminated by Future Shock Tom Fulton. So Johnny Kidd, then, we have not seen Johnny Kidd on our LDM page for quite some time. It is so good to see him as Johnny Kidd now backs away and holds Future Shock Tom Fulton for Reece Riley. And it seems an alliance between the young guard and the old guard has been formed between Reece Riley and Johnny Kidd. Oh, Johnny Kidd whipping Future shock into the ropes, and Faulkner just made a huge error. He went for a high crossbody on Joey Scott, and Faulkner then is eliminated. We are down to our final four with Radu and Faulkner both being eliminated. It is Joey Scott, Johnny Kidd, Reece Riley, Future Shock Tom Fulton. What a final four, folks. Oh, and it could be Reece Riley who's gone. We're down to our final three. Future Shock Tom Fulton then eliminating Reece Riley. What a great performance from Reece Riley. He made it from the number one spot all the way through to the final four. But now we have Hotshot Joey Scott and Future Shock Tom Fulton double teaming on the legendary Johnny Kidd. This is Johnny Kidd's 6th decade in British professional wrestling. 6 decades, folks, in a wrestling ring. He has wrestled in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now in the 2020s. My hat goes off to you, sir. An absolute legend, but legends can be destroyed, and that is the MO right now of Future Shock Tom Fulton and Hotshot Joey Scott, as they are taking it to the legendary Johnny Kidd right here. Oh, and a big right hand from Joey Scott to the abdomen of Johnny Kidd. Now Joey Scott winds up again. Kidd moves out of the way. Fulton then is taken. Joey Scott doesn't realize what he's just done. He's apologizing, but also trying to go for Johnny Kidd again. Johnny Kidd, huge clap there. Takes him out, drops him down. Johnny Kidd, slingshot. Scott is gone. It's down to Kidd and Fulton. And there we go. Wait a sec. Oh, Johnny Kidd using his hips, getting Future Shock Tom Fulton out of the ring. And there is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. The man who made his professional wrestling debut in 1978 against Tony Scarlo in Salisbury and Wiltshire has just been victorious in 2022 in an 8-man rumble. That is Johnny Kidd, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to LDM Wrestling. This is, of course, Rumble season, but congratulations, Johnny Kidd. 6 decades in British professional wrestling. My name's Reginald Kensington III, and this night belongs to Mr. Smooth, Johnny Kidd. Thanks for tuning in to LDM Wrestling, where we are British and proud.